There we go. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy, y'all. Welcome to tonight's Writer Wind Down. And to celebrate with me today, to celebrate in a low key, very chill way, is a new channel that I have found, to me anyway, Nell Diamond. So, hi, Nell.
Hello.
How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, very excited to have you on. First time. I always try to get new faces and meet new people. Use this as my excuse to do so. What can we find if we subscribe to your channel? What do you like to read and talk about?
Oh boy. Okay, so I like to read a little bit of everything. Like my booktube friends will tell you that I'm like one of the more eclectic readers because I read nonfiction, but I also read sci-fi and romance and thriller and just anything that sounds interesting, I'll read. There isn't really a genre that I stray away from, except I don't do a lot of spicy books. I don't do like the
Oh,
monster
okay.
smut, like that kind of stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
a monster smut, alien smut, like that's not for me, but like pretty much anything else. I'll
Okay.
read YA, like whatever. But as far as like the content that I read, I would say out of those genres, the ones that I read the most is probably romance and thrillers. But like I said, I dabble in everything, fantasy, all the things. And then as far as like the content on my channel, it's kind of like the stuff you would expect to see, the book hauls or reading vlogs, TBR, stuff like that. I do have a couple of series that I do every once in a while. So I have like the 5 Star Exchange series, which is where me and like other booktubers will get together and exchange books that we rated 5 stars and give that list to someone else and have them read one of the books that we rated 5 stars
Oh,
to see if
okay.
they also think that it's 5 stars. And it's
Nice.
anonymous, so you don't know whose
Oh,
list
that's
you
fun.
got.
That's a
And
fun
you do like a
reveal.
reading blog for
Yeah.
it, you review it, and then at the end you find out whose
Yeah.
list you got. So
Yeah.
that's one of the series that I do. I have the Read It or Watch It series where I talk about books that have been adapted. And so I compare and contrast and tell you whether or not you should read it or watch it, pretty much,
Okay.
as the title says. I think
Excellent.
those are like the main series that I do.
Nice.
Everything else is just, like I said, normal stuff, TBRs, hauls, vlogs.
And do you have an elaborate system for forming your TBRs? Because I
Oh,
put TBRs in the
hmm.
dust. I no longer conform to any idea of TBRs, so I don't bother doing the videos. I just mood read. But I
Yeah.
elaborate systems and games and rituals that I would.
No, no, no. I don't have like a game or anything like that. I've seen other people's games that are very elaborate and
They look
complicated. Yeah, they
hard.
look fun. Yes, also hard. Yes, I would agree. I think that sometimes those people they don't even remember their own rules, and I'm just like, I that would be me. Like that would be me. I would be like, I made up this game. I made up these rules. Don't remember what they are. So excuse me, when it comes to putting together my TBR, normally it's based on like whatever the prompts are. I have so many like TBR lists. Like I have my Amazon wish list. I have like my want to read on Goodreads, my want to read on Storygraph. I have like a list of books just in my notes app on my phone. Like I have my Libby holds. I have my Libby. I have like a tag that I put in Libby so I can tag books that I want to read. And all of these lists have different books on them. So I
Yeah.
will go to all of these different lists when I'm putting together a TBR and be like, oh, is there anything on here that looks good? Anything on here that fits the prompt? Because I do a lot of readathons. So that's the
Yes.
way that I kind of build it. But otherwise, I just kind of read based off of like the season. So like I like to read summer books in the summertime or winter books in the wintertime. I try to like time my books to the season. If it's like a Valentine's Day book, I like to read it in February. If it's like a thriller or a mystery or something like that, a horror book, I like to read those in the fall. So I try to time my reads to the season, especially if there isn't like a readathon that I'm getting prompts from to like kind of build my TBR.
Nice. That sounds pretty familiar. I have lots of different places I get the suggestions, and there's the whole groaning shelves and
Yep.
piles of stacks behind me that are
Yep.
whatever that meme is, where it's like da over here, and then the person behind you glaring, going, "Come on, what about all these?"
Yep. Yep. I
That
didn't even think about that. Yes, I also have physical books that I haven't read. And those
yeah.
are also books that are not listed in any of the other lists that I already named.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
So it's just like when I find a book that I like, whatever app I'm like using the most is where I'll add it. So if I've been on Amazon a lot because I'm just shopping on Amazon, then I'll just put it on my Amazon wish list. But if I have been like doing a lot of Libby reading, then I'll just tag it on Libby. Like just whatever app is most convenient, whatever one I open up first is where I add it.
okay, so you're kind of like a bee going from flower to flower and then just
Pretty much.
rotating, going back among the flowers saying, "Oh, does anything look good here? Does anything
Yep.
look good here?"
pretty
Okay,
much.
like it. Sort of carefree. That's good because on the other side, I'm here going, guilt, guilt, guilt. Not really, not really. It's okay. But that's very cool. So you do a lot of readathons. So do I, but I don't like tend to go all in on all the prompts. I'm just like I want to get the feeling of participating by doing one or two. So
Mhm.
are you doing any right now?
No, I'm not doing any right now. I haven't done any since June just because I'm gearing up for mine that's happening next month. So there's a
Oh,
lot of stuff like behind the scenes that, have to be done, like graphics have to be made and
oh God.
spreadsheets have to be made and stuff like that. So just kind of getting all the co-hosts together, making sure that they know what they're doing. So a lot of organizing and coordinating and stuff is what I've been focusing on. So I haven't been participating in any readathons this month.
Gotcha. Because that is a lot of work. Yes, I
Yeah.
can testify to that. What is the name of your readathon?
It is called the Mystic Readathon. It is based on the Vampire Diaries.
Oh, right. Oh, I can't. Can I put VD on here? Is that going to be weird? I'll just...
That's TVD. That's usually the acronym, The Vampire Diaries.
Okay, okay. The Vampire Diaries. Cool. TVD themed goodness. That's right. And
Yeah,
that's when I said my sister should participate in this because she's all in for Vampire Diaries.
I love it. Those are my people.
Very cool. I've been getting well, I won't go off on a tangent, a spuffy tangent, but we'll just say hello to the folks in the chat. Kat Rosales is here. Hello. Anita. Hello, friends. And Barrett. Hello, hello. Barrett opted for option number 2, staying up a little later. Oh no, he is in bed already and falling into sleepland. Yeah. Yay. And JC is here. Fellow Merlin,
Oh, nice.
booktuber, author tuber.
Oh, nice. Yes, Marilyn.
All right. Um, so yeah, the point of the writer wind down is to like lead by example, give people permission to relax and de-stress in community and sort of sit side by side and do that together. So did you have any not plans for what to do, but like in your ideal world, do you have a nighttime routine that helps you relax and get ready for bed so that you have good rest? Because all readers need good
Normally,
rest.
yeah, normally what I would do, like on a perfect day, I'm not super stressed out, like nothing crazy happened during the day. I would say that I like to do like my skincare routine at night, which is a multi-step process that involves a bunch of different, like not chemicals. What is the word I'm looking for?
Products.
Yeah,
I think
products. I don't know why I
they're
said chemicals. Yeah, products. So you have like your cleanser and your serums and all your creams or whatever, and then excuse me. After that, I would probably like lay down with like a glass of wine, because I
oh,
do the wine
nice.
Wednesdays. So I have my glass of wine, and I'll
Beautiful.
either listen to an audiobook or I'll listen to music. If I listen to an audiobook, then I'll usually set, especially if I'm doing it on Libby, I'll set like the sleep timer thing so that it'll go off automatically after like, I don't know, 30 minutes, as I'll probably be asleep in 30 minutes. Or if I'm listening to music, and this is on a really good night, if I'm listening to music, I will play chess on my phone and listen to music and just kind of chill and just fall asleep playing chess.
That's cool. Are you playing with yourself or is there like a
Yeah, it's like the computer generated player or whatever.
playing against the house, I guess?
Yeah.
That's cool. Man, chess always like uh made me think someone was smarter than I was just because they were playing chess. It sort of scares
Well,
it.
I will say I like to play it. I'm not good at it. I just enjoy playing it because it's fun. I like the strategy of it.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Jennifer Brown is here. She's battling a cold but didn't want to miss this. Thanks for coming in, Jennifer. And oh gosh, is this part of your routine? Nasal strips, good books, good friends, mouth breathing bulldogs. I know that's part of his night routine. And a Twitter scroll before bed. There we go. Lotions and potions. Wine o'clock. That's pretty good. Oh, and Barrett says he's a shark at checkers and a panda
Nice.
at chess.
Nice.
All right. Good
I'm a
night.
shark at Connect 4. I'm really good at Connect 4.
Oh, wow. There have been some killer games of Connect 4 at family reunions. So that's a good skill. That's a good skill. It's been years since I've done that. We talked a bit about nighttime routines a little bit earlier in the series, and then sort of got more into productivity in the last week. We talked about having like lights dimmed and having slower music on. And for me, it's definitely reading. Like I'm in bed and cue to fall asleep in my brain is like getting to read a book. And it's not going to be a scary book, and it's not going to be a like heavy topic book. The one I have by my on my nightstand now is essays by writers, and so it's like I would not pick this up during the day, but it will put me to sleep. Not fiction, just like this is what I think about the writing craft or industry or whatever, and it's like 20 years old, so it's not. Yeah, it's just sort of like, huh, interesting, and then my dream will work on it. So that's been working pretty good for me. Yeah, happy Friday. Oh, I skipped. Leslie's here. Happy Friday. TJIF. Eloise is here. Hey. Oh, we would be good partners. Connect 4, talking some trash. All like we got 14 books or nil each round. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, that was about spades?
Oh.
I don't know spades.
So I know how to play spades. I would not say, I can't say that I'm good or bad because I don't play it that often. But I do. That's another one of those games that is very common to play at family reunions. I think
Yeah.
that probably my family reunions, you're more likely to see spades than you are to see Connect 4.
Okay. See, and we don't play spades, we play hearts at my family.
I've never heard of that. What is that?
Hearts is like, I don't know, any kind of game where you have points and you take tricks. Like,
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what another kind of game like that would be, but
I have to learn how to play that. I've never heard of this before.
yeah, the Queen of Spades is bad, and
Oh.
you can shoot the moon, so that's like one of the things that goes with the game, and it's just really fun. The other one we can play is spoons, but that is very exciting game. That's fun. You got
I
a lot
haven't played that since college. Yeah, that was. I remember like sorority like game nights. We would play spoons, and it would get crazy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, JC was reminding me. I got out of it went too fast at one point, and so I was skipping things, but we're good. Let's see. Spades is super fun, says Barrett, and it's a cutthroat game. JC is
It
telling
can
me.
be. It can be.
Canasta is fun too.
Oh,
Hearts
I
is
didn't play that
similar. Okay.
before.
All right. Canasta. What's the one with the little pegs and you have like a little player board that you
Is
keep
that Chinese checkers?
No, Chinese checkers is like Connect 4 like discs.
Oh, maybe I'm talking about a different one, but it's like these little like circle pegs, and it's like shaped like a star or something. I
No,
thought that was Chinese checkers, but I don't know what it's called.
the one that's shaped like a star, I always saw divots and it was like shiny pebbles that you put in.
Yeah.
The one with the like little pegs with the balls on the top, is it Canasta or is it something else? It's not euchre. See, we're going through all the games that we don't know that just have like old timey names. I don't know if the chat can help us out here. JC says, whatever you do, don't cut over your partner and don't underbid. Okay. Okay. Agree. Very cutthroat. You underbid, you don't get invited back to the reunion. Oh my gosh. Morgan nearly bruised Gwenna with spoons at our writing retreat a few years ago.
Oh my gosh. It's intense.
Cribbage. That's what I was trying to think of. That's cribbage.
I've heard that name before. Like I've heard that game, but I've never actually seen it before.
I have no idea how to play. Cribbage, canasta. Are they like each other at all or just both start with a C? I don't know. Apparently we've got Chinese cribbage. No, see.
Oh.
Maybe this
I
is
thought
just
it was Chinese checkers. It's Chinese cribbage. Okay.
I think it might be regional differences. The crack.
Maybe.
divots with gems is Mancala.
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Mancala is like I remember when I was a kid, you used to play it. It was like a computer game. This was like when computer games were on CDs and you had
Oh
to put
yeah.
it in the computer. But yeah, I had one of those and you had to play it with like eggs and it was like different nests. And so you start, I think there's like is it five or six divots that you have? And the number of marbles that you put in it goes down. So you might have like six marbles in this one, five, four, three, two, one, and you basically have to go around and drop a marble into each one, and then the other person takes a turn. And the goal is to get all of your marbles into like your little like goalpost thing,
Okay.
and then whoever gets the highest number in their goalpost is who wins.
When we started with solitaire and we went past mahjong and we got into Mancala, like the online games, that was a wild, wild period of history. That's cool. All right. Cribbage is pegs with straight rectangle board.
Oh.
JC's just throwing Scrabble in the mix there. I think that's the one that's not alike, JC. Okay, they're not similar. Good to know.
Okay.
Anita says cribbage is big in her family in Canada.
Oh.
Okay. Chinese checkers. Okay, good. So no Chinese
Okay, yeah.
checkers.
That's what I thought. I thought the star one that has like the little hole things or whatever. I thought that was Chinese checkers.
They just both start with C. Yeah. Thank you, Barrett. Yeah. Typing too fast. Scrabble is starry eyes. I like that. Scrabble can humble a person real quick. And that's why I, as a writer, don't play it. I also don't play Wordle. I just, no.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, good game of Scrabble. Nice. Don't be sorry. It's okay. I was just like, I'm already drowning in games. I don't know what they are. So, launch. Oh, okay. Well, there's always a fun random discussion, and I'm glad we got to go down the road of board games. So, yeah. Are you ready to like have a quiet, private activity of like calming down and get our timer on?
Yep.
All right. So I'm using Laura Nettles' timer this time, and I said 30 minutes, but it's a 20-minute timer. So you know what I did? 0.75 speed, because I can do math.
Nice.
But check my math. That's right? Because if it was half, it would be 40. So 0.75, 30. Okay. Okay, good. Uno.
Ooh, yeah.
Uno's a good game. That's some good childhood memories right there.
Uno is intense. Uno can get crazy, just like spoons can get crazy if you let it. Especially you have like attack Uno and stuff like that. All the crazy ones that have all the extra like special cards and stuff.
I don't know that. That's like the newer generations. I haven't kept up.
Yeah. Uno is one of those games you could lose friends playing Uno.
Oh no. I guess I'll have to pack a deck when I go out next week. All right. So I'm gonna do journaling for a bit and mute myself, turn on some music, have everyone zen out, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Yay. Thank you, Laura, for the congratulations. All right. How did that go?
Great for me. I talked to my mom for a bit
Oh,
because she's on vacation. I played some chess, drank some wine. It was a good sprint.
nice. What's your favorite kind of wine?
Probably Riesling. I'm a big Riesling fan.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the direction that I would go if I had to pick. I normally can't do wine because it's too dry and bitter.
Mhm.
Give me a like after dinner liqueur and I'm set.
Yeah. I can do like a drier wine depending on what I'm eating, but like just to drink it like leisurely, it would need to be something that's a little bit sweeter, like a Riesling. Even like I guess Riesling is kind of like semi-sweet, but like Riesling or a Sauvignon Blanc or like a Pinot, something like that.
Mm.
But if it's like with dinner, like especially if I'm eating like red meat, then I could do like something a little drier.
Mm. Hmm. What's funny about this conversation is that I've never liked wine, but I learned when I was a teenager that my last name, Pinard, is a slang term in French for red wine.
Really? Okay,
Like
nice.
calling something a bud. Like it's a generic term that came out of like a certain type of red wine that means like not very expensive, just like your average table wine. So I was like, great, that's me. Yeah. So I mostly journaled and talked about what I did today and how I was feeling about my progress, which is good, but like I need to keep up the excitement because it's such a mental game of like going over your own material.
Mhm.
And then I just did some like forward planning in the bullet journal to like get ready for stuff because I'm having trouble envisioning longer than like 2 weeks into the future.
Yeah. I feel that. I haven't really planned anything past the end of September. Like October, November, December, there's like the calendar is just like pause. Just wait till I get closer.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of stuff going on that you're like, it's gonna be packed? Or
I don't think so. I think right now, like, so I don't think I've said this or talked about this on your channel, but like during Wind Down Wednesdays, I usually give like a status update of like what's going on with like the house situation. I don't know if you've been there for any of those, but back in February, my house flooded. And so I've been staying with my mom since February. So like they've been doing renovations and we are getting close to the end. I
oh,
thought that this week was going to be the last week, but I think that maybe hopefully next week will be the last week. So we'll see. But definitely, I'm hoping that by the end of August, I will be able to go back home. So trying to get everything coordinated with that over the last 6, 7 months has been very time consuming and just not even just the coordinating, but like picking out new everything, like new flooring, new wall paint, new trim color, new furniture, new toilet, new vanity, like just everything basically had to be replaced. So going through and like trying to research like what's the best color to paint your walls and what's the best
oh
toilet to buy
man.
and all of that kind of stuff. So that has been like very time consuming and doesn't leave a lot of time for me to do like fun stuff that I want to do, like make content, read books. So between that kind of finally tying up those loose ends there and then getting ready for the readathon next month and coordinating all of that, it's like I cannot think about anything past September.
Right. Short-term goals. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I just finished watching the first season of Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix. There's a part in one of the episodes where she's got her samurai knife and she's on like the side of a castle over water and she's hitting her knife into the rock of the castle and then like climbing up with the tiny
Mm.
things with the knife in her mouth. And I'm like, yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting from you. Like, I can make it. I can make it.
Yep, almost there. Almost there.
Oh man. Yeah, I know Elizabeth at Bouquins and Books also had a flood in her house and it was just like it just set her back
Yeah.
and she didn't do anything because like the carpet got flooded and yeah, I don't think it was as extensive as all that, but man, she was out of commission for a while and like really salty about it.
Yep.
Yeah, which I
I'm
can
like
understand.
trying to see the bright side because it's like, well, at least I'm getting basically a completely new renovated everything, and the insurance is paying for it. So that's I'm just trying to be positive about it because it has been very frustrating not being able to be home and having most of your belongings in storage for the last 6 months.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully it comes out and this is the last week and yeah. Oh man. So Devin came in and she thought that was funny. Margaret's surname is Average Wine. Yeah. I guess I was branded for life, right? Leslie says, have to pop out. Have a nice night, everyone. Margaret and Nell, thank you for tonight's session. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah. JC says, saying the silver linings is important and keeps you sane, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So feeling like cleansed of the day's energy, ready for whatever's coming next. Do you have any forward events you wanted to drop or like remind people? You said
If you guys,
your
yeah,
readathon,
so if you guys like Vampire
sounds
Diaries or like readathons, it starts in September, so definitely check that
2
out if
weeks.
you're interested. And then I had a video that just came out yesterday. What video was it? Oh, it was the Read It or Watch It. So
Oh,
talked about some books that have been recently adapted. I think there's 6 in the video, and out of those 6, more than half of them I think are all books that came out years ago, but the adaptations came out this year.
okay. 6. How long did it take you to read all 6? A lot.
Um,
I'm working
I
on a
didn't
3-book vlog, and it's taken me 2 months already.
So that video isn't a vlog. It's just like a sit down video where I'm just talking about like basically telling you the title, the author, when it was published, like a very brief synopsis of what the book is about, and then whether or not I think like, the book is better or the show is better, and kind of like a brief reason as to why I would choose one over the other. So it's not like a full on like vlog or anything like that. Some of those books were books that I just read over the course of time. Like a couple of them, I think most of them I probably read last year, so they weren't even books that I read like recently. I think maybe like one or two of
Well,
them.
last year's pretty recent. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't like I read it like this month or last month. I think like
Okay.
maybe one or two of them I read this summer, but the other ones were books that I had read before. But like I said, the adaptations recently released. So like Good Girl's Guide to Murder just came out. It Ends With Us just came out. Dark Matter came out a couple months ago. I forget what else is on the list, but they're like those three are definitely new releases from this year. And then I think I talk about And Then There Were None, which is not a new release, and Secret Circle, which is also not a new release. And I forget what Memento, which is definitely not a new release because that
Oh,
came out in like
man.
2000.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah, Dark Matter. Did you like the book?
Yeah, I like the book.
I read that book with a book club, and we were all just like, who does this guy think women are? Like, does he have a blow up doll
Yeah,
girl? Like, we were
I,
all just,
I can
no,
see that. I
no.
can see that. I do think that so one of the things that when I read books, I don't always pay that much attention. I don't know if you know who Leandra the TBR0 is, but she does a lot of critique of books, and she'll talk about things like that, like how the treatment of women and some of the language that's used in books and things like that. When I'm reading a book, I'm more so looking at it from the perspective of the plot and not like the nuances of like characters and like how they treat other people. Like I'm not looking at them as if they're people. To
Got
me,
it.
they are pawns in a game, and I want to see how the game plays out.
Okay, okay. So are you looking at like from the vantage point of physics and space-time
Yeah,
science? Like
yeah.
does it hold
The
up to that?
concept,
Or
yeah,
probably
the concept of the book I thought was really cool. And
okay.
like I'm kind of like a little bit nerdy. I'm not like super well, like I'm not like a quantum physics person. Like I didn't go to school for that or whatever, but I do find it interesting, some of
Mm,
the concepts and the idea of like different dimensions and time travel and all these different things. So seeing how this author took that concept and put it into like this sci-fi like action suspense book, it was pretty cool.
yeah, the concept is definitely cool. The things that he sets up, while some of them are like possible, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
combinations I think were pretty unbelievable. But what I liked about it was that it set up moral quandaries where you
Yeah.
have to go, oh, like what would it be like to be in that position? Oh, I've
Mm-hmm.
never thought of that before because I've never time traveled or jumped universes. But what
Mm-hmm.
if? Like that's the fun part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. JC says I'm anything but average. Thank you. That's what friends are for. Devin says I'm gonna get my kiddo from work. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for popping in, Devin. And JC says, yes, I love that. The quantum physics thing, I think, is when she put that comment in. Yeah, very cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Well, we're going to waft you out with some good luck vibes for your house and all the like
Thank
reconstruction
you.
stuff. Thank you so much for coming on and, being game and like jumping in when I was like, could you please come on my
Of
channel?
course, of course.
Yeah. So that is us for tonight. Thanks everyone who stopped in. I hope you feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less stressed, and ready for success and ready to grab the weekend and have fun. And take care. Take care of yourselves, everybody. All right. So see you again soon. I will be back on Sunday. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put this up. The reminder that I needed a reminder to myself. My Sunday 10 a.m. regular video is going to be my 4-year anniversary on Booktube. So come over and say hi with your party hats. I've got 5 guests now, and 4 giveaways for 4 years. So yeah, shout out to that. All that work and all that joy. All right. Good night, everybody.